What's going on YouTube? Carfi King here, and today I wanted to show you guys my Beelzemon deck profile for the first one for the BT9 format. It's the build. This is the build that I've been testing out right now. There are a few things that I kind of want to experiment with, work with, change up and whatnot. But this is kind of like what I'm working with, and a lot of different new combos I'm discovering with a specific card in here. So I'm really excited to show you guys this. But again, thank you guys for all your support on the Beelstar content. We did get another top 32 with it, and I got a strategy guide video that I'm working on for Beelstar for the BT9 format, and I plan on doing those pretty frequently for every format going forward. So without further ado, let's just go ahead, hop into the Beelzemon deck. It's basically, this deck is kind of like a hybrid between, not the hybrid build that topped the Gen Con, props to you. I definitely want more context. I want to see what the matchups and what you thought about the deck. But this is kind of like a hybrid between my stack build and my turbo build of Beelzemon. To where it allows for, for me, I'm all about versatility and being able to make quick decisions on the fly. Like, give me a bunch of viable options, and then I'll pick the best one I feel based upon the situation at hand. And that's kind of like where I'm going with the deck. So I'm doing the Pokemon eggs because I want the on deletion mill too. I still want to be able to play on my opponent's turn. When they kill this, I can mill, make them pay with Wizardmon, Deathslinger to gain the memory back, Blast Mode to pop something, Beelzemon to put another Impmon on board. Just this card just really gets our engine started, gets our drop zone set up and whatnot, and we kind of want to just start off pretty quickly, especially in this format with Alphamon, Grandis, all those stuff. We still want to get started quickly. I didn't really like the Demi-Marimon egg. Like, yeah, I'm drawing, but I need another source for milling, and I just like getting off to a fast start with that Pokemon. Still going with 4 of the BT2 Impmon, 4 of the EX2 Impmon, 4 of the BT6 Impmon, and we got 2 copies of Psychmon. So it's the lineup really hasn't changed. Psychmon has a lot more usage now due to a resurgence in Beelstar showing up, my girl, and due to Death Xmon as well. So you see just like a resurgence when that, and I think the Psychmons are warranted. If you wanted to cut a BT6 Hitmon for another Psychmon, again, especially if you're D-Reapers, you can definitely do that, and I don't see a problem with that. I may end up testing that, cutting one of these for a third Psychmon just to see it, but for right now, I'm going with the 12 Impmon package. I'm hoping that one day we'll be able to get the other promo Impmon that can come out of security, but being able to pitch a card, get your Beelzemon back is really good to me, and especially early game and how fast you can get off in this deck. This Impmon for milling purposes is really good. It's just one of your best setup cards, best poke card, really strong. And then this card here, this is the one you really want to be digivolving on top of, as far as putting your Beelzemon on top, just because you can get the extra 3000 DP. So 18k can swing over Oryukin and whatever else you need. But there is a ruling with him, so if you have him in the Pokemon egg, because Pokemon gives the EX2 Impmon the ability on deletion, trash 2 from the top of your deck. If you trash another copy of himself, he cannot get the ability to trash an additional 1 to 3 cards, just because you're technically trashing him with his own ability. So there's just a little ruling context in there that way. But again, the goal is, when I go into this Impmon, the goal for this Impmon is I want to climb on top of this Impmon and go up the chain into a Beelzemon. I'm not really looking to mill, swing with these two and mill. I'm looking to climb up, but these two I'm fine with digivolving, poking, climbing, and this one here obviously for on play. So again, just my strategy, my different uses for how I view the Impmons and what I want to go for mid game. For the level 4s, we got 2 Loemon, we got 2 Dobermon, Still putting in work here. I do want to experiment a little bit more with my 4 lineup. See what other cards I can get in here. See what, different things I could probably run here. But the one card that is not changing is 4 copies of Wizardmon. This card is ridiculously good. It opens up a whole new book of combos that you can run with this deck. When you trash it from the top of your deck, you gain a memory. So, very good. Basically, it's literally basically the same thing as milling Death Slinger off the top. So now, when we mill cards, we have a total of 8 cards in our deck that when we mill, we gain a memory. So, between Wizardmon and Death Slinger. Absolutely insane. Really good. His inheritable is where a lot of the combos can come from and where they can really design future support around for the archetype. When attacking, you may reveal 1 purple card from your hand and place it on top of your deck. Not purple Digimon, a purple card. So you can put your Death Slinger on top. You're going against D-Reaper? Sure. Death Slinger on top, trash it, gain a memory. Perfect. Put your Beelzemon on top. Put your Beelzemon on top. There's so many different combos you can execute with this Wizardmon, even defensively. You can even set defensively. Okay, I'm gonna put the Beelzemon on top. I'm not going to mill. If they kill this card and they have a level 4 or lower on the board, which I know they do, then if they answer this card, I'm milling the blast mode and I'm popping the card. If they don't attack me, if they don't attack into this and I draw the blast mode, I'm gonna have an opportunity to put the blast mode back on top, mill it, and then do maybe a different combo or the same combo and still get rid of it. Or Beelzemon, so you can spawn out another Imon. This card is just insanely good in this deck, and I really hope that when we get more support for the mill mechanic or trashing from the top of your deck as this game is called, I feel like this Wizardmon is going to be a key foundational piece in the combo setup and what you're going to be able to do with the deck. Really strong card. Love this card to death. So happy that we got this Wizardmon. I still got to get 2 more foil copies of it. For the 5s, I'm going with 3 Skull Satamon and 2 Lady Devi. So, I'm not sold on my 5 lineup. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. You guys know I'm transparent. Not sold on the lineup yet. I want to test a lot more different things and whatnot. Until, obviously, BT10, we get Ballmon, and Ballmon is going to be a 4 of. Skull Satamon, the trash the top 2, return a Demon Lord card is pretty cool. It's not something you want to see super early game unless you've gotten multiple Beelzemons in the trash. Because you don't want to run a situation where you mill a blast mode and that's your only Beelzemon, so then or Demon Lord, and you pick it up. His inheritable, when you trash a card, you gain a memory. Still good. And again, this is a card you kind of want to build on top of. Again, every card that you play in here, in your level 5s, you just want them to go on top of your Wizardmon, call it a day. And then I'm playing Lady Devymon. So what Lady Devymon is she's an on Digivolving Darkness Wave. When you Digivolve, you just trash the top 3 card of your deck. Freeze from the EX collection. But once per turn, during your turn, when you play a Digimon from your trash, you gain a memory. So that can go into the factor of when you have like a Beelzemon on top of her, and you swing with the EX2 Beelzemon, you trash 2, you trash another Beelzemon, and you spawn out the Impmon, you can gain a memory. You can probably set up a combo play where if you have the Beelzemon on top, you can swing, use Wizardmon to put a Beelzemon on top, mill the Beelzemon, spawn out the Impmon, gain a memory. Just a lot of different ways to gain memory, that way, which is again why I kind of wanted to look at maybe playing Soulmon again in some type of capacity. But yeah, this is where I have it right now. Again, not 100% sold, but I kind of like this. I took out the Rebellymons because Rebellymon just gets controlled too easily this format. Grandis laughs at it, or you can laugh at it. It's just, there are a lot of just things that just kind of just laugh at it, and it just really just doesn't work on this format. This format, I kind of want to go up, build tall, and get to my plays a lot faster, because you're on a time clock against some of these decks. And then for the megas, 3 Beelzemon for EX2 Beelzemon. I still like the warp. The warp just even in this format, the warp to me feels really good, especially with a lot of your combo extenders, which is like your Miss Memory Boost and your Jack Raid. The Beelzemon warping for 4 can put a level 6 on the board. You can use it to choke your opponent. I just put a 6 on board, choke my opponent and 1. Now they got like 1 move they can do, and now I got a 6 on board. If I can get Iron Mako out or go into a blast mode, then I can really start ramping up the damage. I can pop a card. It just offers honestly a lot of different plays that that I want to make in the deck, and just think that it's a very solid card. You can cut it to 2 if you don't want to run that many, but I just like to see this card quite often, especially in the more early phase of the game where I'm getting my mills off. Once I hit 10, I can go into an instant blast mode. This Beelzemon here, very, very good. Again, Wizardmon just extends the plays that you want to do with the deck with him. With Wizardmon, what you can do when you Digivolve on top of something, Wizardmon put something back. This card you swing, you can mill it, and then get combo plays off that way. Just honestly, really, really, really good. His destruction ability doesn't come up too often, especially in this format, where when you milled a card on Digivolve, when you mill 2 when you attack in Digivolve, you can pop a level 3. A level 3 or lower, and that scales up for every 10 cards in your trash. Your opponent's like the only cards your opponent's really leaving out on the field is their rookies to search most of the time. And obviously against D Reaper it doesn't do much of anything, but get you to where you wanted to go. But yeah, that's really it. But again, the combo plays with Wizardmon are so good. And then milling Wizardmon, I mean, it's just I know I said Wizardmon a lot, but Wizardmon really adds and changes up a lot of what you can do with this deck. And again, it's something where now that I have this key foundational piece in Wizardmon, I got so many things I want to try with this deck to get the most and best usage out of him right now. 3 blast mode still. Best play in the deck. Again, now that we have Wizardmon in combination with the BT6 Impmon, this card really is not a clog in your hand at 3. This card can easily get back to the top of your deck or get into the trash. It's obviously your best play. Sometimes you're going to even need to hard Digivolve into this card. Like you can maybe extend, go to 4, warp into Beelzemon, then play this for 6 just to pop something, just in case you're in like a dire critical situation where like, yeah, I'm gonna pass you 6, but I'm gonna pop this card, and now I have a big level 7 threat on board that can swing for multiple security checks, because you know it gets an extra security check for every 10 cards in your trash, and then when you mill it, you can pop a level 4 lower. But just, you know, experimenting with different ways what Wizardmon has opened up with this card, and kind of like how the format's, you know, starting to evolve. This is really good. I thought about putting Devyzed in here, but that's something that I would need to really just test out. But the deck is kind of fast for that. I just kind of wanted to go with the theme milling. 2 Calling for Darkness, add purple cards back to your hand. Really strong card. Might be on the watch list for the restriction list. 2 Jack Raid is just a combo extender. That's really it. For every 10 cards in your trash, you gain a memory. Really nice combo extender. Going to be really good when the Minerva loot comes out. 4 Deathslinger. Again, this is a part of your 8 card combo with Wizardmon, where when you mill it, you get to gain a memory. If we mill 2, and we can like mill any combination of 1 or 2 Wizardmon and or 1 or 2 of Deathslinger, you're basically hammer sparking your opponent for actually swinging into you. I remember a match against Grandis, they swung through my card great, but I milled a bunch of cards. I milled Wizardmon of this card, hammer sparked them. It was my turn. They couldn't get the extra attack off. Outstanding card. And then obviously the destruction is really good. Once you hit 20 cards in the trash, you can hit level 6s, 10 cards level 5s, but it starts off at level 4, so it's just solid removal overall. And then more combo extenders, missed memory boost. I don't like it late game. It's good early game and maybe mid game if you don't really have much to play. But it's a decent card. I was considering actually, even though this kind of helps you with milling, I was considering cutting it for 2 more Jack Raids, or cutting the memory boost for Jack Raid and then turning this memory boost into like another rookie or something like that. So that's just something I wanted to just kind of look at experience. But right now it's just another one of your combo extenders, which is what I call the extra memory cards. And then last but not least, 3 Tamers, 3 on Mako. Dobermon can recycle this card. You have Calling from Darkness, which can grab the Dobermon to recycle this card if you need it. In some games, you just might not even be able to play it down and get into it. Obviously, you want this card to be in your security, so when your opponent hits it, can come out for free, so you don't have to hard play it, but otherwise, I don't think you need 4 in this deck. I think 3 is just still the perfect number. If it was a Tamer like Mimi, where, it is a mill target, but if it was a Tamer like Mimi where you can combo it to create extra attacks with, being able to bring out a raising, sure, but it's not a Tamer like Mimi, and so I think 3 is a good number for it. But overall, that is the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed my update to Beelzemon. Definitely still a really fun deck. Again, I know that someone got hybrid Beelzemon topped. I definitely want to dissect that list and get some more context as to their tournament run and everything like that, but props to them. Me, I still love the deck, love my Beels, and I also have a strategy guide for Beelstar for the BT9 format I'm going to be working on as well. Stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be a really fun video, and it's something that I want to continue to do for every format now. Just going to be releasing a strategy guide for Beelstar for that specific format. But all right, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in another video. Peace.